Shalom. I'm the brother Amor.
I'm the brother Kawak.
And today we got a lesson and we want to speak about idols. And what does idols mean in the Bible? Uh, so first we'll start off in 1 Corinthians 6 and 18 and speak about idols.
1 Corinthians 6, and 18. All right. So it says, flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body.
So first it said flee fornication. So can you get that definition, fornication?
All right. The Strong's is G4202. And and it is porneia, and it's illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, etc., sexual intercourse with close relatives, and it gives you Leviticus 18, sexual intercourse with divorced man or woman, Mark 10, 11, and 12. Metaphor, the worship of idols.
So that's what I wanted was the metaphor, because first it said all this sexual abomination, and then it said the worship of idols. So,
And it has another one. And under metaphor, the worship of idols, so we can get his explanation good, of the defilement of idolatry, as it says, as incurred by eating the sacrifices offered to idols.
right, sacrifices offered to idols. So we want to know what is an idol. So I looked it up. What is an idol in the Bible? It says in the Bible, an idol is any physical object, image, or concept that is elevated to place of the Most High in one's heart.
Oh shit!
Replacing the true God in worship. So that's what an idol is. It's replacing the true God.
It's pretty bad, huh?
That's right. So an idol is something that replaces the true God. So uh, what replaces the true God? It's false gods. It's gods, other gods that don't even exist. You know.
All right. So I got some images of idols. I googled that up,
Yep.
and
It's like an image.
and the friend, and look at the golden calf. You see that golden calf?
And that golden calf, that's what they tried to make as a
Mm-hmm.
god to try and replace the true God.
One of the first idols, right? Well, actually, among one of the first many idols.
That's right. And that statue wasn't even a god. They call it God, but really there's only one true God that exists. That's why his name is Yahweh, which means he exists.
Yep. And a lot of people get that confused and say that his name is he exists or Yahuwah, or it's a bunch of stuff out there. But there's only one true name, right?
That's right. Only one true name and one true God. That's why when the name Jesus came out, that that replaced the true name. That was an idol because I got this.
I got a piece of before you get that.
I get that.
It's 1 Corinthians 6 and 16. What, know ye not that which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. So what I'm trying to say is when they did that golden calf, people had to give up their gold. And they told them, look, this is for a new god, for an image, for an idol. So that entanglement you did, the Lord knows it, because you had to give up the gold you had back in Egypt to make that calf, right? And now what do you have to give up to worship an idol? Well, you have to give up the truth, right?
Yes. So they gave up the true God, which right here I put, when did the name Jesus first appear? It says that the English name Jesus was first used around the early Middle English period, 1150, between 1150 to 1250, appearing in Texas like a book of homilies around 1175 was IESU, which in Greek,
Isis.
yep, this name evolved from the Greek iusis. So you wouldn't say Jesus, you would say, instead of the J,
Say
you would
Isis.
put an I. So it'd be Isus.
Yeah. And it starts with the I. It's not even a J. And they're trying to make the sound for Y,
Yeah.
right?
So there's more than one change. You know, when they
Mm-hmm.
change the name, they change more than just the sound. They
Yeah.
change everything, the syllables.
Little by little, they change it. So if you don't catch on to it, you're gonna end up saying a whole different name,
Yeah.
worshiping a whole different God.
And then it said the original name was, they have Yeshua, but it says a common name meaning uh, capital YHWH, which that would be Yahweh.
That would be how.
That's the original name. It tells you right there. The original name was Yahweh.
And the only way we knew that Moses had the right name is because he was talking to the Most High and has changed his whole countenance. Like he came out glowing. You guys say different names and you ain't glowing. You know, you're greasy.
So when they changed the name, they also changed the appearance.
Ooh, let me get this for you. 1 Corinthians 6 and 17. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. So like the brother said, you change the image, you change the name, you're joined unto that new God in one spirit. And it's hard to break you away from the truth because the real name is Yahweh, and that's where his image is, right here. And then his people are also here. So you have to, and it's hard. But guess what? If you're not called out, if you're not chosen to be part of this, you're not gonna get it.
And when you change a God, you change the rules.
Mm-hmm.
That God, that different God has different rules. Just like Jesus, he don't care if you're a homosexual. You know,
No, you don't.
he don't care. About the commandments, because they let everybody inside the Christian church, no matter what kind of sin you do.
And that's like a harlot, right? Because a harlot will let any man in.
That's right. That's why idol, it said sexual uh,
Intercourse or what?
sexual abomination.
Because they try to relate it to something like that, and it's all about spiritual entanglement.
It's really spiritual
Yeah, you're right.
spiritual sex.
Yeah, you're right, Con. That's absolutely correct. Because what happens during?
That's why the Lord gets jealous.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna get at. What happens when during Christmas, and because that's when the most suicides happen. And if Jesus was really Jesus, why would he have people commit suicide on his day? Right?
And his birthday, they changed that too.
They changed a whole bunch of shit. They could change his sex orientation.
Well, Jesus looks like a homo.
Yeah, they're gonna say it's Jesse, or they even go far enough to say that he has two sexes.
Like the Baphomet.
Mm-hmm.
Baphomet statue.
Oh, and if I may say this, there's something called soul harvesting. So if you like when the Charlie Kirk, what's it called, funeral was going on, it was in a stadium, right, shaped like a bowl, and the planets were aligned and all this spiritual nonsense. But the whole thing was they were praying to who? They're praying to sweet Jesus.
Yeah. And by praying to Jesus, you're praying to Satan. And that's how every time you pray to Jesus, Satan is getting power.
Yeah, because he's the only one that'll let you call him any other name.
Yeah, you can call him anything.
You can call him Santa Claus, Easter Bunny.
Yeah. What? Yo plate yogurt?
Yeah, you can call him Halloween. You actually call him Freddy Krueger, Jason. They call him a whole bunch of things, man. They call him in the music industry. Everybody calls on the devil. What happens when people go to their go-to man, Jesus? What's that all about? It's about loving one another, letting bygones be bygones, doing whatever you can and want. It's okay to be who you want to be.
It's that Catholicism.
Oh man, that's
That
garbage.
universal,
Uh,
universal spirit.
which is not working. It's not working for the Lord. I mean,
And Deuteronomy 6:4.
yes, sir. Right it.
Because there's only one. There's not many gods. There's many gods that are false gods.
Mm-hmm. So it says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord." So let me read it right. "Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our power is one Yahweh."
Our power, which is our God, is one Lord. And that's in all caps when it says one Lord. And the definition right there for Lord, it'll say existing one.
Mm-hmm. So it says the Lord, right? But they got it all twisted. Said Jehovah or whatever. It says the existing one, the proper name of the one true God, unpronounced except with the vowel pointings of. Now they're going crazy.
It said the proper name of the one true God.
But if you look at the Hebrew spelling, look at it's right here, and you take you take all those crazy things away. That's Yahweh. You see, you see right there. That's what it is. This is they just because like the brother said, you give them enough time, they'll change anything.
That's right. Because he's the existing one because he's the first one that was here. I mean, nobody created him. He created everything.
That's right.
So he's the existing one. And he created his son to be in charge of everything.
Yep. Let me get you a precept for that.
Because it said idols were tangible objects like statues, gold, silver, wood, stone that people bow down to and serve as if were deities.
All right, so
they bow down to that Jesus statue.
I got John, and this is just to back the brother up. I mean, come on, he said it right, but still, you people are like, "What? Prove it." All right, well, I will. John 5 verses 22 and 23. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son honoreth not the Father which hath sent him. So it's clear. Because that's the hot sauce on the taco, baby. You better eat that taco now. Damn, man. I mean, come on.
Because another thing about idol worship is people are worshiping the days.
Yeah.
And the days are not are called by Roman
Roman gods.
Roman gods. The days are called by Roman gods.
It's all about worshiping something else, right? And not to get off topic, but you remember watching Major League when Pedro was worshiping Jobu or something? It's so hilarious, man, because it's just about racism, right? So here we go. We get this dark African man. He's stronger than everybody else, but he has to pray to an idol to get a hit.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
He had it inside of his locker, right?
Yeah, he had it inside of his locker.
His altar.
And he gave it rum. And what did he say? It's very bad to take Jobu's rum. Yeah, he burned some incense to it. But he still sucked at the bat. He was like this. Aye! He missed it, and that shit was hilarious, man. I couldn't stop laughing. Because you're putting your hopes into an idol. And then when he hit a fucking fastball, what did he do? He praised Jobu. Because you only praise your God when it works out for you. But Yahweh, sometimes he might not make it work out for you. And you still should praise him when it doesn't work out for you. Because maybe that's the reason why it didn't work out for you. Right?
Let me get this. Because I got the Roman gods. The Romans named the days of the week after celestial bodies. So the Romans are the ones who created these false gods. They're the ones who named the planets. You know, they're the ones who named the calendar. Because it says, the Romans named the days of the week after celestial bodies, which were themselves named after their gods. Sunday for sun, Monday for the moon, and the remaining 5 after the planets Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. These are going by the planets.
Yeah.
And the planets named as gods.
I got some information about the Roman and Julian calendar. So it says, and you can Google all this stuff. The Roman and Julian calendar, Roman origins. The early Roman calendar was a 10-month system that began in March. And it's just saying that, basically stuff, like basic, right? And then Julius Caesar reformed the Roman calendar, which tells you that he changed it.
Yeah.
And then, but you know Yahweh doesn't change, right?
They changed the calendar a few times.
To the solar calendar, establishing the 12-month year. So these devils think they can do whatever they want.
It was the Romans who messed up everything. You know, the Romans that made the false gods. It says they.
I got some information. Like
March is from the dead, Mars.
Yeah, Mars.
Which is the god of war.
Yep. And then it'll say right here what he's trying to say. The names of the months are derived primarily from Roman gods and goddesses, Roman rulers, and their original position in the early Roman. See, that's why he changed it so he can name them. We're gonna name them God names, our God name. So you see what it's just basic information.
Yes, people don't even know they're living out their lives. You know, today's Monday,
and they don't know that we're still observing Roman calendars.
they just, they're just born and they just live their life.
Yeah. So, and then, look at this. So it says that the latter 4 months, September, October, November, and December, retain their Latin numerical names, meaning 7, 8, 9, 10. And you see what I'm saying? It's Latin names, and like he's saying the right thing. He's not lying.
Yeah. So how are they saying that the Sabbath is Saturday?
And I got all the months' names and all the gods' names of them. Want me to get that? Yeah. All right. So here's a breakdown of the origins of each month. January, named after Janus, the Roman god of beginnings, transitions, and endings. February, named for Februa, an ancient Roman festival of purification celebrated during this month, or from the Roman god Februz. 2. March, which this brother was on, named after Mars, the Roman god of war, as it was the beginning of the Roman year and the time for resuming military campaigns. April, believed to come from aperire, a Latin word meaning to open, possibly referring to the opening buds of spring. May, named in honor of Maya, a Roman goddess of spring. June, Juno, the Roman goddess and queen of the gods. July, originally named Quintilis or Latin for fifth, it was renamed in honor of Julius Caesar. Well, shit, there you go. August, originally called Sextilis for sixth, it was renamed for August Caesar. So he named himself 2 months. September was Latin for septem, meaning seven, as it was the seventh month on the 10-month calendar. October, meaning eight, it was the eighth month of the Roman calendar. November, meaning novem, nine, as it was the ninth of the Roman calendar. December, from the Latin descend, as 10, as it was the 10th month of the Roman calendar. So we're all fucked up. December's supposed to be the last month, but it's the 12th month. How the fuck does that shit happen?
Well, so the Romans, they're the ones who messed up, time.
Messed up fucking Earth.
Yeah, messed up the earth. So ever since Moses were worshiping idols, they're still doing it today.
And then what is the worst part about the Roman calendar is that like they have celebrations during each month, right? So what did they celebrate in January? The New Year, right? And what do? They get in that spirit of Bacchus and start drinking. And then February is a love month, right? You gotta get a fucking date. You gotta go to fucking Valentine's Day, fucking whatever. March, St. Patrick's Day. We gotta honor these fucking people. April. Oh, and April is April Fools, but then that's the month of Julio Cesar Chavez. That's baloney.
See, these are all idols.
Mm-hmm.
Even what's his name? NBA YoungBoy.
Mm-hmm.
He just got his own day.
That's fucking retarded.
He just got a holiday.
And his own day. And this dude Charlie Kirk is gonna get his own day.
See, so that's just an idol because you're replacing worshiping instead of worshiping the true God.
It's a real doozy because it's all over your face, but you don't want to see it. I'm gonna get some other scripture or some other information.
Go to Isaiah 45 21.
Isaiah 45 and 21. Tell ye and bring them near. Yeah, let them take counsel together. Who hath declared this from ancient time? Who hath told it from that time? Have not I, the Lord, and there is no God else beside me, a just God and a Savior. There is none beside me.
Yeah, so it said what God, what God prophesies, the God of the Bible, that's the only God that prophesies that makes these prophecies. These other gods, they don't prophesy, they don't do nothing. They're just named after the elements, but they don't prophesy, So it's Yahweh. He said, is it not I?
Yeah.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
And it said, who hath told it from that time, meaning the prophecies.
It was the Lord's prophets. They're the ones who told of the prophecies.
And I got a precept for you. Isaiah 45 and 23, I have sworn by myself, meaning he made everything. He doesn't answer to nobody. The word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness, meaning he gave it to his son, right? And shall not return that unto me every knee shall bow. That's talking about Yahushua. Every tongue shall swear. And that's talking about Yahushua. That's in Philippians 2 and 9. See that there's never a moment in time where it's not about the Old Testament and the New Testament. It has to be the same thing. The New Testament is about the Old Testament, and the Old Testament is declaring about the New Testament, which is Yahushua.
So all these idols, they're not the way of the true Lord. They're not the way that the Lord wants you to walk.
Oh man, remember the Poltergeist or that movie where that priest he's in Africa or somewhere digging and he finds what? An idol. Or that's actually in most of those movies. Stigmata, they find an idol, that queen. Man, but you don't even understand.
That's the first thing they go to is
The idol.
to making an idol, right?
Giving it power.
Uh,
Oh shit, Bram Stoker's Dracula. They had a fucking the Sacred Heart of the Lord, and Dracula went to go. He wasn't a vampire this time. He went to go fight, and this is a real history. He went to go fight Mahmed or something. That's a Muslim army person, and he was winning. But then they sent a letter to his wife, the Dracula's wife, and she killed herself. And this dude fucking renounced the Lord and stabbed that heart, and that heart started bleeding. So that's an idol, and that idol gave him power.
that's right. So that's why when they do the rituals, they always have to have,
Idols
idols,
and blood sacrifice.
objects,
Shit, remember that movie End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger? With the first thing that they showed is a baby being born, and what did they do? They took her down to whatever basement, and they did a fucking ritual.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit. It's all in your face.
Because they want something that's pure, They want to take something that's pure and defile it.
And what's the purest thing? The mind, right? The mind, right when it's born, is pure.
And that's the best time for these devils to try and change your mind when you're young.
Yeah, but the thing about the elect is our mind stays pure the whole time.
That's why the scriptures say to search for the Lord while you're still young.
Yeah,
Like that.
he doesn't really want an old man. He wants you to grow into an old man into this.
Once you're old, you're already done for.
Yeah, you're done. Because if you can't learn anything new basically when you're old, like you don't really want to. You're tired. Man, who wants to learn new stuff?
That's why it's hard to get that new wine.
Mm-hmm. Let's say we had the new wine, but we were old bodies. We'd be like, oh man, my stomach. But if we drank that old wine, we're like, dang, this is good. And then there's our saying in the Bible that why did you bring out the good wine at the end? You know, when the Lord made that water into wine. Yeah, but the truth is, the good wine is the word, right? And he had to bring it out during the end. Then the end is we're telling you what the good wine says. Yeah, don't worship those idols. Even the mosquitoes want to hear it. Remember that one time we were at the library and we got ate up by mosquitoes,
Yeah.
and we still just stood there just preaching until time to go.
Yeah. Just like in Psalms 96 and 3. No matter what, we have to bring out this word.
That's right. And the idols ain't gonna stop us.
Right? We're here to break down those idols, break down those strongholds.
Mm-hmm.
So Psalms 96 and 3.
Psalm 96 and 3 coming right up. And Psalms is a full of books, little books. Psalm 96 and 3 declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all the people.
So declare his glory among the heathen. Now what's his glory? His glory is to put these heathen in slavery.
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's his glory.
And another glory is giving us power. Understanding the word is glory, right? Because you feel amazing.
So it said declare his glory. So that's what we're out here doing, is telling everybody, you know,
They're telling the right way.
yeah, what's going to happen with the heathen nations. They're going to have to go in slavery because they're the ones who put the Israelites in slavery.
Oh my God, that's beautiful, because my lesson is about Obadiah, and that's for next week, and we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. So that's why that's his glory. The glory's at the end, you know.
Nah, not in the beginning.
That's why he saves it. He saves the best for last.
Just imagine that. And this is the best time because these are the end times. Psalms 96 and 3, declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people.
Yeah, so we're declaring his glory and telling everybody that all these idols are going to be not here any longer. You know,
Damn, for real.
when he comes back, they're not going to be here.
All these witches and witchcraft people, they ain't going to be here.
There ain't going to be no Jesus in the kingdom of heaven. You're not going to know of any name named Jesus. You know.
You're going to be ashamed of it, actually.
Yeah.
I got a precept.
Yeah.
Psalms 96 and 8. Okay, I said 8. Give unto Yahweh the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering, which is yourself, and come into his courts.
That's what we're doing, coming into his courts as witnesses, you know, like a witness in the court.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember watching that movie 300? When the messenger came, he came into the king's court. And Leonidas was like, what you got to say? And then the messenger was so proud. And he told him the message, and Leonidas didn't like the message. You people are Leonidas. You don't like the message. Try to kick us in the chest and say this is Sparta. That's what you really want to do. Imagine that. We're in his graces. We're in the court right now.
The courtroom.
You remember night court?
Oh yeah.
And that was pretty funny. But the thing is, it was a court that was 24 hours a day. There was day court, midday court, and night court. These motherfuckers judge and prosecute you 24 hours a day. They don't care about you. They don't have no rest for judgment on you. They don't take a break.
That's the Lord's court. You know, the Lord's court is always
all the time.
Always in effect. Read verse 5.
All right, Psalm 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens.
So all the nations are idols, you know, which is something that's replacing the true God. Because it said, he made the heavens, you know, which is the universe, you know.
Scientists, yeah.
He made the universe, all the universes.
Scientists can say it all they want, but they go back to the one point in time where they call it the Big Bang. You know, the big creation, or I don't know whatever they say. I mean, remember when we read about Joshua, how he made the sun stop and the moon stop, and then I think you brought it out that NASA had recorded that there was a couple of 24 to 48 hours that were unaccounted for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you see those people that yelled. I mean, why do they yell? Being assholes, right? So they're gonna yell when the Lord's judging them, and nobody's gonna hear them. Damn these mosquitoes.
They're laughing because we're declaring His glory. You know?
Yeah. And what's there to laugh at? I mean, he's got a car. He's got his own place. I got my car. I got my own place. My cop's got his vehicle. He's got his own place. Those are all goals that you people have, that you can't achieve. But it's just easy for us because that's just mandatory. Damn, these mosquitoes are coming up.
Good, Psalms 79 and 1.
Damn. Look at that.
Small bit.
All right. Psalm 79 and 1, right?
Yeah.
Gee. A psalm of Asaph. A God, O God, the heathen are come into thine inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps.
So the heathen are the ones who replaced the true God. It says, the heathen are come into thine inheritance. What does that mean? That means that the heathen think that they can be saved.
And then that's what it means, right? Technically, when that happened is when the people went into the temple and stole all our shit.
And then they called themselves the Israelites.
Yeah.
You know? That means they came into our inheritance.
That's right.
You know?
And that's going to be my lesson next week. It's going to be amazing. Man, these mosquitoes are coming to the church. You know what? But that's good. Let me read that one again. Oh God, the heathen are coming to thine inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps.
So they defiled the holy temple, the real temple, and the spirit.
Yeah, spiritual temple. Yeah, they did, which is his people. The spiritual temple is his people.
Which is the law, the law, statutes, and commandments. They defiled that.
Because that is going to be in our hearts. We think about the law all the time, but it's not like we don't know it to where we're like, hey, we can't do this, we can't do that. Sometimes we slip, right? And that's how you're all up in the inheritance, fucking up the food, fucking up the water, fucking up the clothing, fucking up the people.
You're letting a bunch of kids, go inside your house.
Ramsack it. Yeah, I remember when you were a kid and the homies would be like, yeah, I got a Nintendo, come over, and it would be Saturday. What would we do? We'd eat up all the chips, drink up all the soda, use up all their toilet paper. But it was fun, right? Hanging out with the friends like that, playing video games, eating pizza. We would eat their pizza. We didn't bring our own pizza. Basically ransacked their fucking house.
So you letting in these heathens,
Uh-huh.
They're not even our relatives. You want to go to Psalms? Or do you have something?
Yeah. No.
Psalm 79 and 5.
Psalm 79 and 5. How long, Yahweh, will thou be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire?
So I can read verse 4 real quick, because
Okay.
we're talking about neighbors, right?
Yeah, we are, Psalm 79 and 4. We are become a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and derision to them that are round about us. Damn. And that's talking about how like everybody sees us, right? Everybody sees us, but we ain't nothing but a joke to them. Just like back in the day when Arabia, Babylon took over Jerusalem, Edom was right there, and they were like, "Man, let's go along with these guys and fucking jack these motherfuckers up." So one way or another, people are kicking us when we're down. They're not helping us up.
Yeah, just like what we're telling our people, and they're not believing us, and keep going.
Verse 5 or 6.
5.
How long, Yahweh, will thou be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire?
so shall thy jealousy burn like fire. So we were saying that that fornication is idol worship, and it's also spiritual sex.
Yeah.
But spiritual sex in a wrong way.
Spiritual entanglement.
Yeah. Like you're cheating on the Lord.
Ooh, and that's how he gets jealous, man.
Yeah.
As the answer, yeah, he's gonna be mad forever.
You know? So he's jealous. He's mad. You know.
Yeah. Mad at us. Why'd you let that happen? And then he let us get beat up because we fucked up.
You know, he said,
"You don't deserve the protection.
I'm not gonna take care of you."
Mm-hmm. Psalms 79:6. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name.
So he's going to pour out his wrath on the heathen, anybody who doesn't call on his name, you know.
And
he has to be called his proper name.
And the name is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Well, it's real easy to say, but you know, people, they don't want to call on his name.
And people say it mockingly.
They'd rather say Jesus.
What the fuck? Like, you know what the fuck's going on. The whole battle is that's not the right name, and it has a face to it that's not the right person. And it has a history that's not the right history. And it has a people that are not the right people. I got the next one for you. Psalm 79:7. For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place.
See, that the land, they messed up the land, which, you know, the land of Israel, they messed up the woman, you know, which defiled it like you defile a woman. That's why it says the land is defiled.
Yeah.
It's comparing it to a woman. You know?
Because the land, right? That's the where the people rest and have a home, right? But also in the Hebrew, the woman is called the house, right? So you let somebody in your house and then they fuck up your house, you're not gonna want to be in that house.
Yeah, because in our own land, we were keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But then what happened? These heathens started messing it up. So we had to flee out of that land. Yeah. So that we could try and keep our own law, statutes, and commandments.
Because what happens when somebody takes over a business? They change the rules, right?
Yeah. They changed the rules. They changed
everything.
They changed the employees.
Yeah.
Right.
Change the policies.
Yeah. And that's what they did. What they changed the whole company. Yeah.
New management, under new management.
Verse 9.
Yeah. Psalm 79:9. Help us, O power of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us and purge away our sins for thy name's sake.
That's all in one verse is the God of salvation, you know.
And for his name's sake too.
For his name's sake, the God of salvation for calling his name, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're going to get saved. By calling his name, believing in his name, honor his name.
Yeah.
And I keep going.
And verse 10, wherefore should the heathen say, where is their power? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed.
Yeah, so the heathens are like, where is your God?
Where is he?
Well, he's going to show up, you know, he's going to show up when you least expect it, because he wants to enter with a bang, you know.
Yeah, he came in with a bang, he's going out with a bang.
Yeah. You know, I forgot how to say it. Make a entrance.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to make an entrance.
Make a great entrance.
A grand entrance, yeah. But when Yahushua comes back, the first thing you're gonna do is look up because he's coming back physically in his form that he is in right now in the ship, and that means that that's the second coming, right? So everybody's gonna be with their necks up like this. Oh man.
Yep. Just like the end of the movies, the end of the world movies. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody's running and screaming. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah. Let me get one. This is Psalm 79 and 11. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee. According to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die.
Yeah, so listen to the prisoners, the old prisoners, you know.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else is having a great time.
Right? And he's going to demonstrate by saving the prisoners, you know. Uh, he's going to demonstrate his power.
I remember when some of the apostles got locked up. Peter would just walk out of jail.
Yeah.
Unharmed.
Just opened up.
And then when Paul did that, the prison guards were like, "Oh, they're gonna kill us." So then Paul went back inside and he was like, "No, I can't let that happen." Peter just walked out. Yeah, he said, "I don't give a fuck. Fuck these motherfuckers." And that's the spirit that the 144 are gonna be in. Damn these mosquitoes. All right, Psalms 79 and 12. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom their reproach, wherewith they have reproached thee, O Lord.
Yeah, so pay back these neighbors, you know, 7 times. Because they came into our property, you know, and damaged our shit.
Yeah.
You know? So we're going to pay back by damaging your property, and plus you got to fix our property.
You got to pay restitution.
Yeah. And then after that, we're kicking you out. We're kicking you off the planet.
Forever.
Forever. Yes. So that
Nah.
that will help us find why give all praise and glory to
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakakadash.
Never honors the elders and apostles and great love from head to teach the truth of the Bible, peace and blessings and hope for the next gathering.
Shalom.